Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, you might not know that we did a full unboxing and assembly of this Milwaukee M18 Fuel 10-inch double bevel compound sliding miter saw. We'll link those videos here. We also released a video highlighting what could be a major flaw of this Milwaukee Fuel 10-inch compound double bevel sliding miter saw. Here, today, we're going to try to address that issue. Let's get started. So here's the deal. If you watch the video that highlights the major flaw, you'll know that the major flaw is this is a saw that creates sawdust. It's pretty laughable. But if you're working places like schools, hospitals, people's houses, an enormous amount of sawdust could be an issue. This saw, its dust solution, and the bag does capture a large amount of sawdust. But this saw does have a tendency to shoot an enormous amount of dust to the left and front of the saw as you're operating it. When we tried to create a solution, okay, an old school solution with a box fan and a pleated filter, air filter, didn't work out so well. A lot of the comments were, did you try hooking up a vacuum to the dust port of your cordless miter saw? And we got a lot of pushback in the comments section when people commented that, well, then if you're gonna run a vacuum, you're turning a cordless solution into a corded solution. Now you gotta run a cord for a vacuum cleaner. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna try to create a fully cordless solution. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna try to make our cordless M18 little vacuum cleaner to this saw and see how it does. See if it will pick up some extra sawdust and create a more dust-free environment when working with it. This is a good little vacuum cleaner. It does have a large amount of suction. It does run on a standard M18 battery pack. It will not run on an M12 battery pack. It also will run, I guess it's their older style 18-volt battery packs. I don't know, I don't own them. I'm only vested in the M18 and M12 line. But it says insert only Milwaukee battery packs 48-11-1830, 4811-2230 over on the left-hand side of the vacuum. Then on the right-hand side, this is where you would put your M18, 48-11-1815 and 4811-1828. That's where we're going to put our M18 battery pack. We do have a charger, and I figured the first thing we can do is clean up the dust that's on this saw currently with this vacuum cleaner. It's got a nice long hose. Now here's the deal. A lot of our commenters said, hey, a saw that creates sawdust, it's not a real issue. You know, you expect that a saw will create some sawdust. What is the issue is if it's an enormous amount of sawdust and it's throwing sawdust everywhere, it will, even if you're dropping off the area that you're working on, if you have to walk up to your saw, and of course you will, because this is cordless, but it is not operatorless, okay? If it's throwing a whole bunch of saw dust on the floor and around, you're then walking to operate your saw, and then you're walking to install your trim, the wood, whatever. If you're in an interior of a building, a house, you then have now created another massive cleanup job in addition to whatever work you're doing. we do work in schools, okay? Jewelry stores. You know, we do intricate molding installations. And a lot of times that work happens overnight before any children or customers can come into the facility in the morning. It needs to be unbelievably clean. I mean, we can't have children picking up sawdust and putting it in their mouths, rolling in it. So we have in the past you spend hours and hours of cleanup preparing whatever facility you're working on to getting it ready to be open that morning. If you're going to be working indoor with this saw, we're trying to eliminate some man hours. I mean, if you're working overnights, there's nothing worse than having to spend a couple hours at the end of the night just cleaning up to get out of there. So we want to see if we can have a saw with far less sawdust. I know it's like mind blown, but if we can do it, we want to try it. We want to create a solution to a problem. To illustrate how much actual sawdust is created, and more importantly, not collected by the dust bag, the sawdust collection bag, we're gonna make a series of cuts in this 2x4 to show you how much sawdust is made. We're gonna take a look at that, and then we're gonna show you a solution, the solution for picking up all that stray sawdust. What we'll do is we're gonna put this 2x4 down. We're gonna make sure our eye protection is down. We're gonna pull our trigger. And make our cut, right? We're gonna make a series, it'll end up being 17 cuts. $16. Okay? Let's take a look around. We're going to let you be the judge. Take a look at your miter scale in this area of the saw. This is where a lot of the blowback happens. If our fence was open, if we were using the compound feature, you look back here, okay, in this area, if the fence was open, probably we'd get even more sawdust over there, but you can see it all back in here. See the contents there. Reinstall our filter. Let's pull out a piece of cat here. You know, should we do a whole video how to replace your air filter on your M18 vacuum? Let us know down in the comment section below. Quite frankly, we want to really consider the placement of our vacuum. And why is that? I wouldn't mind placing the vacuum in this direction so that I can install my hose this way. The problem is that the air discharge then will be pointing in this direction. And any sawdust that is coming out in this area that the vacuum's not picking up, it could potentially blow it out that direction. We don't want to really do that. So, we could install it this way and then plug our hose in. If we had a little bit, let me see here. I mean, that could work. We could try that. Maybe move it up here and then install it there, because we don't want to impede the slider function of the saw as well. Or we could just go this way, and then we have plenty of we have plenty of flex in the hose. Now, all we're going to do is remove our dust collection bag. We'll set that aside. Okay. And then we're going to get our nozzle, our schnozzle. Now, this is the deal. Sometimes you might need an adapter depending on your vacuum. This did not come with an adapter, okay? But this nozzle kind of does slide in there and stay secure. I feel kind of confident with that. It doesn't seem like it would pop out. The area where we were getting the most sawdust was right in here. Getting a lot of blowback. We want to see if by operating the saw with the vacuum, we can eliminate some of that. We're going to throw a standard 2x4, as my uncle used to say, 2x4, not a 2x4, 2x4. Okay. On the saw. All right, we're going to put down our eye protection. We'll engage the suction. Engage the saw. Cuts. Okay, we turn this into this. You imagine on the next episode, watch us turn this 2x4 into this. So if we take a look over here, quite frankly, after all those cuts, what you're seeing out front here, if we made that many cuts without the vacuum cleaner, with just the dust collection bag in place, this whole front section of the saw would have been covered in sawdust. The floor probably would be covered in sawdust. We have some sawdust here in the immediate area of the saw, a little bit on the floor, but there is an enormously less amount. Is that even a real phrase? There's far less sawdust being created. But is it? No. There's the same amount of sawdust is being created, but it's being captured in your M18 vacuum cleaner. I gotta tell you, if I was working indoors with this saw, I probably wouldn't even consider running it without this vacuum cleaner. I think for the price of the vacuum cleaner, I believe it's like $99, okay? Sometimes you get it on special for $79. I think that these two work very well together, and you should be picking up this vacuum cleaner to go to work with this M18 10-inch saw. I mean, it just makes sense. Look at it. It didn't come loose, nothing. Let's take a look and see exactly how much sawdust was collected by the vacuum cleaner. And remember, some of this sawdust would make it into the bag, but a lot of it was making it onto the floor and onto the saw. You look at it. Just look at it. It's in your filter. That's a lot of sawdust. That'd be all over the place. So there you have it, everybody. Problem, solution. You're gonna be picking up this saw. Why don't you spend the extra couple dollars and pick up this vacuum cleaner to accompany it? You're gonna have a lot less cleanup throughout the day and a lot less cleanup throughout the night. You're also gonna have less sawdust tracked through your clients' houses, businesses. You track sawdust through their place, okay? They might become unhappy. If the client becomes unhappy, they might never hire you again. If they never hire you again, you could go out of business. Then all of a sudden you fall behind on your mortgage. Next thing you know, you're living on the street. Don't end up living on the street. If you're gonna buy this M18 10-inch fuel, double bevel, compound miter saw, spend a couple extra dollars and make sure you buy this vacuum cleaner along with it. And if you like the idea of not living on the street and keeping the clients happy, make sure you smash that like button. If you like our channel, like our content, and love our style, make sure you get subscribed. Also, you're going to want to smash that bell notification. All notifications. Act like you're Ben Franklin, you got your spectacles on, you're looking to crack a bell on Independence Mall, let freedom ring. Why do you want to smash that bell notification? Because we upload daily, we do live videos at least once a day, and we are always doing giveaways. One of the big reasons you're going to want to smash that bell notification is because when we purchased this saw, okay, we got an unbelievable tool deal. We picked up this saw with the 9 amp hour battery and a quick charger. We got it for $150 delivered to our home, okay? Now, how do we do that, okay? We did it in this video here, okay? Tool deals. So, this tool deal was around for 2 days and 2 days only. So when we're uploading or doing emergency videos on tool deals, you're gonna wanna get that notification. So make sure you are allowing all notifications. Never miss a tool deal again. With that, I wanna say, go on out there, make the customer happy, make more money. Everybody, I appreciate every single one of you. Go out there, build something beautiful, have a great day. And don't make a mess while you're doing it. See ya. That's the only, right? That's the dust that was left after the vacuum. I mean, minimal amount of dust. I know what everybody's saying right now. Vince, why are you sweeping up? Like, you know, what's the deal? The deal is that we're so impressed with the results of the 16 cuts that were made. We're gonna travel back in time and we're gonna illustrate how much dust is created with this saw, with the standard dust collection solution in place, okay? And not using a vacuum cleaner. We're gonna travel back in time. Well, quite frankly, we're just gonna use the editing software that we have. We're gonna put that in first. So, if you're seeing this now, you probably already saw all that dust, and I know, mind blown, but that's what I'm doing. So I wanna show you how much dust ends up on the floor, or I showed you how much dust ends up on the floor previously when you don't use the vacuum cleaner. I know what you're thinking right now, but Vince, time travel hasn't been invented yet. Or has it? Is it over? I know what you're thinking. The video can't be over yet. I mean, there's gotta be more, right, Vince? Well, there is more. We're gonna show you how you can win $500 worth of tools if you enter our contest by clicking the video over here. When you're done doing that, you can click the video down here for some more entertainment, or click the video up here. If you love our content, love our channel, and love our style, make sure you get subscribed over there. Everybody, have a great day.